Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about the form responses and the various notification settings that we can put up on the Google Forms so that it is our task for collecting responses and to sort and filter that. For this purpose, I am taking an already created form by me. I have chosen this form because it has some responses to it. So if I want to show you something related to responses and notification settings, and I should have some responses, some data in my hand. So that's why I've chosen this form. So I went on the responses button, I clicked on it, and as it is showing that 432 responses has been collected. So this is the summary of my response. I can show you, like, it is showing who has responded and the questions that I ask in the form, right? So it is showing me like this. Now if you can see in this form, I did not had created any question who has responded. I have made email address collection as the mandatory thing. So that's why it has collected all the email IDs first, and then the form was given to the participants or the recipients to be filled. So that's why who has responded, and then all the questions are displayed at the bottom. The next thing it shows is it can show me the summary question wise also, right? This form has 13 questions, right? So this is the list of questions that is there in the form. So it has shown me the summary question wise. Like for the first question, these are the responses, right? I can directly switch on to any question, right? For the second question, these are the responses. So let's say okay, I just move on to the ninth question, which is the department. So these are the responses given by the Google Forms in this capacity. I want to show you one more thing in the summary. Like in summary, if you can see here, right, it has make some charts, right? So since I have given multiple choice option in this particular question, in which I ask whether you are a student or faculty or other, so it has created a chart for me that 49.1% or 212 were the students who filled out this form, 45.6 to 197 was the faculty who filled out this form, and the remaining 5.3% was other, right? So this is a very useful feature of Google Forms. I can directly copy this chart and can paste into my Word, MS Word, my documents, where I can utilize or use this chart for any analysis or such sort of thing, right? So that was the only multiple choice question created. So it showed me a pie chart like this. And similarly for departments, since the number of departments would be like is limited to 2023, so it have created a bar chart sort of thing. I can again copy it from here and can post into my document. So that was about summary. Questions, I told you that question wise you can see the responses as well as you can see individuals. So when you click on individuals, there are 432 responses, right? So you can check individual uh, respondent wise that how they have responded, what they have filled, right? So you can check it like this way, and you can print each and every response this way. So firstly it will be saved as PDF and then you can print it. So that was the summary of responses. Now this is the Google Sheets. So if you want to view responses in Sheets, you can click here. It is opening. It will take some time since the data is little large. So it will keep on loading. It will load in couple of seconds. This is saying that the file is in trash, and to take it out, click on take out of trash. So somebody must have moved this file into the bin. So I have taken the file from the bin. So this is how the Google Sheet looks like. The first column is always a timestamp. So basically it is telling you when the person has filled out the form and on which date it is filled out. So this is what I was saying, the real time updation. You have the time of every person who has filled out the form, date and time, and then all the questions are appearing here column wise: email address, full name, contact number, your profession, department, course, year, designation, department, etc. So everything is mentioned here. So whatever filter you want to put in, you can put here the filters. Like, let's say I want to segregate the data according to the profession, right? So I'll just click on it, right? And I'll put a filter here. Filter, create new filter. Oh, it has yes, selected the whole sheet, and then I can select as per my need. Say I want to choose the faculty, so I have untick the remaining, I have unchecked the remaining too. Okay, so I have got the data of all the faculty in this particular response sheet. Similarly, if I want the data of students, then I will unclick on it, I'll check the students, and I'll get the data of students. So this is how you can apply filters, and you can analyze the data as per your convenience. Friends, this is the purpose of putting in multiple choice question or drop down. My advice to you people is that put as many multiple choice question or drop down as you can, because it helps in filtering and sorting and analyzing the data in a very easy manner. But don't do it in a way that the recipient gets confused. Only when it is necessary, you can put in the drop down list and the multiple choice question types into the Google Forms. So this is the Google Sheet, and you can perform all the functions that you can do, right? So that's a part of the Excel.